Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, as you all must have guessed by now, I'm going to discuss with you all the interview experience for Infosys. So I'm going to discuss what questions were asked for someone with 1 year of experience, what is the salary which Infosys will give to someone with 1 year of experience, and what is the entire procedure. So if you are someone who has around 1 to 1.5 years of experience and are looking to apply for this and you are looking to sit for the Infosys interview, then I'm sure that this video is going to be helpful. So do watch this entire video and I'm going to mention all the questions that were asked and I'm going to tell you the entire process including how much salary is offered. So let us start with this video. So the first thing is, how are you going to apply? So I'm sure that you all know that you all can apply through, like, there are a number of ways, but the most common, like some of the most common ways are through LinkedIn or through Naukri.com. So once you apply, the recruiter is going to contact you and they are going to provide you a date for the interview, in which usually for Infosys the interview is approximately 1 hour, and it contains both, like, you have to write down the codes also, like, so there's a written part and you have to screen share and show, or you have to just write it down on a notebook and show, and there is the, like, the normal question interview type thing. So but yes, it is usually around 1 hour, and that is the duration for the interview. So what questions were asked to my friend? So that is what I'm going to tell you right now. So before I tell you the questions, let me tell you the job profile. My friend has applied for the .NET developer role for 1 year of experience. So remember this thing, the questions will also be according to the role which you apply for. So since the person applied for .NET role, hence the questions were also related to C#, OOPS and .NET related concepts. So let me discuss with you the questions which have been asked. So the questions were mainly focused on web services, like that was one of the primary domains from which questions were being asked. So to begin with, person was asked to define what is web services and how is that applied in .NET. Then the questions were asked related to link, or like however you pronounce that. So basically LINQ. So I say it as link you can say link or whatever. So questions were asked from that. So as you know that this helps you write query related syntaxes very easily in C#. So that is why this is used. So questions were asked related to link you. So it was asked like and also coding questions were given related to link you. So I'm going to discuss the coding questions later. Now next, person was asked to to mention all the roles and responsibilities which were done, which were performed during the projects done at the current company. Then again, coming back to services, the person was asked to, like, what do you know about services and related questions, and also about when you create any API, you have this get post put method. So the questions were asked related to this, like what is get, what is the importance of post, and what do you do through put. So this type of questions. Then also about authentication and authorization. So you know that these two are two important topics in C# in .NET. So authentication and authorization. Then what do you do in web API? So you have to explain how does a web API function and what is the purpose of using web API in .NET C#. Then there were some coding questions. So the first coding question was like there is a list of string names given, and from there you have to search your own name. So you have to use link query, and you have to filter out and find your name from the list of string names which have been provided to you. So this was the first question, and there was a second query. This was related to SQL, DBMS, whatever you call. So you have to write a query to find the top 10 records from the employee table. So as you know, you have to use the limit command to limit, like limit 10. So this is going to give the 10 results. So this is what you have to use. Then again, coming back to the normal OOPS related concepts. So as I've mentioned it previously, like this is a very common question in each and every interview. So, and as usual, OOPS related questions were asked, like what are the different concepts of OOPS, like encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, overriding, all these things. And you have to like give examples. You have to support whatever you say through examples. Then again, question about overriding, overloading. Again, these are very common OOPS related questions. What is method overriding? What is method overloading? Then inheritance, you have to write syntaxes on inheritance, like single level inheritance, multi-level inheritance. You have to explain each of these things. Then also then it was asked that how are you going to understand that which function is overridden. So you know that you write override. So how to know that which function is override? So basically, the function with which you mention override is the function which is overridden. Then what is base class? What is superclass? All these inheritance related questions were asked. Then about then the next question was related to .NET. So you have to explain the MVC lifecycle. So those who have studied MVC, they must be knowing this MVC lifecycle. Otherwise, you can go and search on any website. You are going to get this answer easily. Then next questions were asked related to routing. So different types of routing which is used in .NET and all. So again, this is a very common question. Then how you connect your .NET Web API to your database server. So that was also a question which was asked, to how to connect database to your API. Then questions were asked related to MVC, related to agile method. So like what do you use, whether you use agile or waterfall in your projects. So you have to explain what is agile and what is waterfall method. Then there were again some questions related to DBMS, like what is the difference between primary key, foreign key, what is unique key. So all these servers related questions. Then again coming back to coding related types. So like what is method signature and what are the different parts of a method signature. So you have to explain that. And finally, there are some common questions like why do you want to leave the current organization, and why are you sitting for Infosys, like why do you prefer Infosys. And so these were basically the questions, more or less the questions which was asked. And the interview lasted for around 1 hour. So that is the time slot which is given, duration which is given for this interview. Now, so that was the interview portion, like the questions asked in the interview. Now, after you complete your interview, if you have successfully cleared the interview, then you have to submit documents. So the recruiter will be providing you certain documents to fill up, and you have to fill up your whatever information they have asked along with your current CTC or expected CTC, and you have to submit it to them. And then the recruiter is going to approach back to you after a few days. So how much was offered for this 1 year of experience role? So Infosys offered 4.5 LPA plus 75k bonus amount for this role. For 1 year of experience for .NET role, Infosys offered 4.5 plus 75k joining bonus. So what I've heard from different type of, like from different people, from different sources, is that for 1 year of experience, Infosys considers them as freshers only, and the role, like the designation offered, is systems engineer. And as I've already said, the salary which is provided is 4.5 LPA. So I hope that all this information have been useful to you, and if you are looking for a switch to Infosys, then I'm sure that this video is going to be useful for you, because I've mentioned what questions have been asked and what is the process and what is the expected salary. So if you have liked my video, please do subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and definitely do support me. And thank you guys very much for watching this video. See you in the next one.